Hey guys, update. So, what do we want to do here? I guess we should go into the small time frame and I should show you. Now I took profits, some profits at that first target I was talking about, 57. I'll show you how I did that. Not first profits, this is second profits. I took an Asian profit too, which was right here actually. Asian session profit. I think it was there anyway. Anyway, whatever it was first resistance. So I needed to take some off the table because the Asian session usually it's just real flat, right? So lately it's been actually a position. So it has been strange. But anyway, I should learn how to trade with that. So what I did was, as you can see, I used prior market. Oh, shit. Let me get rid of this target here. Is that all we got? Yeah, so I used 0.382. I should flip it upside down for you guys. You'll see that I say 0 when I point to 100%, or I say 38.2 when I point to 68 or 61.8. It's just because they're identical. So anyway, this should be easier for you newbies. 0.382 on first swing. Now this is only in the 5-minute, but it was so big I used it. And I'm glad I did because I would have been pissed off watching all that bullshit. But and it was, tough area. So what I did is I took that and then I front ran my exit to 27.57 because it's been not catching orders lately, and I really like to make sure that my exits get taken. You can see I was sweating it a little bit here. It came down and did this. I forget what that pattern is called. 2 candles, that's called a piercing pattern or engulfing, but 3 candles, I forget what it's called. Anyway, I was kind of expecting that. It was market open, so I thought it might do some kind of a whipsaw, and it did. And I got out where I wanted to get out, which is good. Anyway, I still have a quarter of the position on here, and this is another trade that you don't have to worry about. You can see that we're still up. We're actually breathing on a line here that we thoroughly tested. So we broke below, and then came above, and then breathed. Now we're breathing lower. It's ugly, which is again what I expected. In the 15-minute, we're still above. We definitely done a break breathe here. Looks like we're collecting some positions before we go up. I was hoping for some kind of a boom down to this area. You can see my actual. This would be my actual 1-hour profit objective, but it's so low at 27.39 and the L3 pivot. There's so much to break to get down there that I needed to take some off the table because this went against me 30 pips. So I would have been pissed off. I mean, now you're seeing it. It's come back down, but I still, it's tough. I tried wave counting it, and if it is going to be a wave count, I was thinking maybe something like that. You can see the line there, right? So maybe it'll dribble along until New York Open. Maybe you'll get a spike out of it. I don't know, but we're kind of caught here. You see this trend line we broke down? We can now breathe up underneath it. The more space we make, the higher we can actually make higher highs and still breathe underneath this line. I'll show you it in the H1 here. So you can see it's drawn the same trend line. And now that we've made so much space here, we can come up, make higher highs, and still be underneath this line. So that's what it looks like it's trying to do to me. I won't be trying to take another entry unless something gorgeous sets up here, because this is looking really harmonic, this setup right now. If I had less, how do I say that? If I was a lesser man, let's put it that way, I'd take all my profits here and run in this area. But it is a big top. It could be the top. It's looking really, really harmonic that it's not going to be the top. I'll show you why. Okay, we still haven't had a proper 38.2 retracement, but that doesn't need to happen if there's something strong. Still think we might, into there. But anyway, let's get on to the harmonicness of things. I think it's in a 4-hour. I can show you that. Oh man, there's so much garbage on here. Let's get rid of this. Get rid of it. Yes. You can see what kind of argument we're having here. We popped the trend line, the overall trend line, and then we've now closed below. Well, we're almost closing below. I really hope we get a close below here because it's only a few minutes away. It's 8 minutes away, so I need it to stay, down. I'd really like a close below the 3x3. That would be exciting, but it looks like we're going to do a bounce here. So anyway, harmonics wise, no, let's do it in the 1 hour because it looks even better. I'm just going to shrink it. Shrink it. Hopefully you guys can see this. Let's get rid of my retracement level here. We can leave that garbage there. Let's put this in here, that. So I'm pretty sure if it's going to come below, it's going to get caught on that. And that will give us our 38.2 retracement, a bunch of other, the first fib in the 1 hour comes down to this area too, right? So if it takes a while and dingles through, we may get some kind of a lame landing down here, choppy garbage, and then go into the next leg up. But time-wise, we should be over. It would have to do a break, breathe back down now to get under that. Anyway, so we have great chance of a 38.2 going to the next leg, or 61.8 if it can get through that. But anyway, let me show you harmonics, because harmonics are awesome here. So let's just draw. I'm going to do a different kind of fib here. I was told by my mentor that I couldn't use a certain fib, so I'm going to show you a different one that does the same thing, because I know for a fact he didn't make this one up. I'm just going to use this, and we're going to use the 2618 level. So that's getting to, you can see that if we go any lower, if we go into our targets, let me show you. We go into our target, I think it's down here. It's actually a little below that. But you can see that we're coming up now into my other fibs. So if we come down into this area, our 2618 target, which is really respected, by the way. I know I haven't shown it to you before, but that's because I can't do the one I usually show you. But anyway, 2928 would be great. So if we can get under there and then back over, we'll have a great harmonic thingy-majiggy, because if you use prior market, we have our first level there, right, the one I took, and our next levels are all here, here, and here. So if you use the middle one, middle ground, because we don't, this isn't done yet, right, so this isn't precise, but you can see how harmonically we're starting to get into, I'll show you, put this back here, 2618, and I'll put this, oops, on the first leg. You see how that lines up? It's starting to look really harmonic. Now if we came up to there and didn't fill that gap, that'd be hilarious. But yeah, I've seen it. So anyway, I'm just saying that as this comes down, we start getting all these targets are actually there for it to be harmonic. And if we get an ultimate, we may get an ultimate here too, which actually is quite a deep. Woo, it's very deep. 2731. Let me see how that lines up with the retracement. Oh yeah, 50% retracement. Okay, that's fine. Anyway, it's lining up, starting to get there. If it goes right now, the 2618 will not fill that gap. And we can test that though, because remember, we have this one too. So these two, why does that look so ugly? Is that what it was? Oh, it's not very harmonic. Alright, it's not harmonic at all. Anyway, I'm just saying that we're getting into a level where things are starting to look harmonic. Now check this out. Here's another fib. We're going to use the fib, what is it called? Extension or something? Expansion. And check out the level that we're just making right now. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah. Okay. So the level that we're at right now is the 100. Now, that's awesome if we come down into that 40 area. So let me show you what happens if we come down. We come down into, where was it? It's like 35 or whatever the fuck it was. Anyway, we come up. No, it's got to go lower. Oh yeah, that's right. It's got to be pretty deep at the 50%. Okay, so we got that. 261, 100%, and you run it up here, and you got another one, which is the biggest curl over, right, with all the spikes there. Anyway, we're not there yet, but it's just starting to line up. Oh, actually, look at that. Wow, if it comes down to my actual target where I'm going to try testing a buy here, which is 44, I think. Hold on, where is this? Fib. 2740. Okay, 2740 and 2744, so 2740. We get 100%. But ding! And we get, oh yeah, it's looking, I love it. I love it. And we got that. And the 261, we have to, oh, come on. I have too much garbage in here. Let's zoom in. Let's get rid of that. And I'm going to move this one. Oh yeah, it all lines up right there. So if it goes down to 40, 40, 40, 40, if it goes down, oh god. Anyway, you can see that it lines up again, right? So we got 40, covered the gap. We got big doohickey, happy. If it spikes, yay, we have it covered. I mean, it's beautiful. It's a great setup to sell in the 29.93. And then I will throw my, that's a 2.6, yeah. So I'll throw my expansion back in there and just show you. And I'll go right to the same level. Oh, come on. Right to the same. Okay. So you can see that, and these, the expansion levels are always, they're not, you know, precise, but, or, well, once in a while they are, but they're not as precise as the other fib methods. They're more levels or areas. Anyway, so I really like how that's setting up. Now, if it doesn't, if we start, you know, going into our next leg before we make any lower lows, then we're going to have a bit of trouble because it won't be quite as harmonic. But if we do come down into my targets, I'm definitely testing it because that's a beautiful leg. Look at that. 170 pips, 180 pips. I can have that. Okay, so that is what I like about this. Now, let's see if I can make any sense of the retracement that's happening right now. Nope, nothing. Oh my god, what a mess. So glad I got some profits out of that before this garbage happened. There's really nothing I can, it's really ugly. I haven't matched it to any trend lines. It needs to make lower lows to do that. You can see it's off. And on this retracement, that was not, that was much better. Okay, so maybe it's a bizarre one. Anyway, yeah. So anyway, I like the harmonics. I don't really know what else to say. I had no trade tonight at the Euro Open. The only trade I could have done, actually, funnily enough, was my first exit. I could have bought on that. But as I told you, I really like the confluence down here. So there we are. If I put this trend line proper, about there, see the top of it there. I never even hit it. So now we actually have the room to come down and hit our level, right? So I'll just draw all this for you. If I have the wave count right, I'm pretty sure that's A. And if we're done B, which would be nice, we could come right into this. And then I don't want to use the timing fib tool because my mentor disagrees with that. Which is funny because I have a book, actually no, I got a book that shows it too, so I can show it to you. He definitely didn't invent this. Okay, so we could have, well, it's a bit high, but anyway, 2747. Unless we're going A, B, C here. Let's see. Oh, it could be. Yeah, we could be doing a C leg here, and then this could get extended out here, and we could actually get into our targets. Yeah, so anyway. You can see, I think, a little bit of how I deal with the market here. We had the 4-hour close, and you can see that it's not very good. It's big rejection off the 3x3. We closed below the trend line, which is completely useless because we're right up. We've been rejected from the 3x3, so it kind of negates itself. It basically means absolutely nothing. We didn't make a lower low. It means nothing. So I just got to sweat it some more on the 4 hour. The one good thing about this is we have closed below this trend line. This one right here. Right? I drew that here. It was nicely respected here. It got a nice rejection here. I mean, this is beautiful. If anybody had caught this, it was 36 pips. Real easy. First touch, trend line. Anyway, I chose to take that one because it was really stretched to get there. And now we play, you know, if yeah, I'm not going to get into more ifs. Hopefully I don't confuse you guys too much already. This, when I saw that, whatever the hell that candle's called, the big indecision candle there, I was like, great, I'm going to dick around in here. You can see my 1 hour is not quite yet at 0. I was talking about how I'd like to see the 1 hour get to 0 before I take a trade up. So that would be really nice if that was also this leg, right? So we got this leg coming down, and this came into 0, and we got a buy order in here and go up for the next leg. At this point, it'd be really, really hard for me not to take off all my profits on my positions. Even though this could be, you know, it could be coming down to make a lower low very easily. So I got to watch this. And I have taken enough profits off here that it is quite good. So anyway, I'll look at that later. Okay, I don't think I have anything else really for you guys. Not a very exciting night. And I may just crash. If this is going to stretch out into New York time, I'm not doing a New York session, so just let my profits run or get taken out. Alright guys, so I'll talk to you tomorrow night. Bye.